What up, people in YouTube world? It's been a while since I made it. Not a while. It's a little over 2 weeks. Well, my because of Windows update, I couldn't upload videos to my camera. My Logitech camera didn't work, so it now works because the update came. So I'm making another video. All right, here goes. The title of this video is going to be something like "Black People. Nothing can ever break the bond between black men and women." Black people. Nothing can ever break the bond between black men and women. Just realize that. I'm looking at this interracial war, this not interracial war, this gender war between black men and women online. So I just wanted to say it that nothing, black people, nothing can ever break the bond between black men and women. Just realize that. Nothing could break that. As long as you love each other, you are bonded together, and nothing can break that. As long as you love each other, you know. And if you don't love each other, you're gonna go through something terrible to make you realize you should love each other. So just realize that. So black people, nothing can ever break the bond between black men and women. You know, you will always have a bond, a relationship, and a bond between each other. Nothing can ever break the bond between black men and women. You know, with that being said, don't hate on interracial dating. People can date interracially. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't break the bond you have between each other as black men and women. No matter if you date interracially, you just can't allow different energies to come into your life, and you can't like another race. There's nothing wrong with liking another race from time to time. You can't like them. But nothing can ever break the bond between black men and women. We have a bond as long as we love each other. We have a bond. So, and if you don't realize that you should love each other, you may go through something terrible in life to make you realize you should love each other. So either way, nothing can break the bond between black men and women. So just realize that. I see the gender war on YouTube, people dissing that. I understand that people, men and women, have issues with each other, but understand that. But just realize that nothing can break the bond between black men and women. When you at the end of your beefing and everything, just realize in the back of your mind that nothing can break the bond between black men and women. You have a bond, an eternal bond that will never be broken in the long run. In the short run, you may have turbulence and stuff like that, but in the long run, nothing can ever break the bond between black men and women. So just realize that in the long run, nothing can break your bond. In the short term, you may have a little turbulence, but in the long run, nothing can ever break that bond as long as you love each other. So just realize that. And there's nothing wrong with interracial dating. It doesn't mean that you're a sellout. It doesn't mean that you're selling out. It doesn't mean that you're a race trader. It doesn't mean that you're abandoning your race. There's nothing wrong with interracial dating. We're all human. We may be different races and ethnicities and cultures, but we're all human and we share the human experience, so we can relate with each other. So there's nothing really technically or fundamentally wrong with interracial dating. So you can date interracially and there's nothing wrong with it. But even if you date interracially, nothing can break the bond between black men and women. And nothing can break the bond between other races, for that matter. Other races have a bond between their race that can't be broken either. But I'm talking about black men and women here. So, black people, nothing can break the bond between black men and women. Stop the madness. You're always gonna have a bond as long as you see the big picture. As long as you always have a bond, no matter what. Or if you don't realize it, you'll be forced to realize that you have a bond. So either way, you're gonna realize you have a bond. So see the big picture, learn to love each other, try to love each other, learn to love each other. You have issues with each other, address them, and that's the fun part of life. Sometimes you're addressing the issues you have with the opposite sex, but just realize nothing can break the bond black between black men and women. You can relate with each other whether you date your race or don't date your race. In the long run, you still have a bond. You still relate. You still speak to each other. You're still cool with each other. You may have turbulence sometimes, but you still have a bond eventually, and you still have a bond. You have a bond at first, and you have a bond in the end. You had a bond at first, and you will have a bond in the end. In the middle, you may have a little turbulence. So just realize that. So that's what this video is about. Black men, black people. Nothing can destroy the bond between black men and women. You will have a bond no matter what. You know, just because, and it won't be broken if you date interracially. You know, you just gotta know how to see the big picture and learn to see things the right way, and just realize that the bond can't be broken. You always have a bond. You know, you could date interracially and you still have a bond. You know, you still love each other. You still, no matter what you do or who you date, you still love each other. Hopefully, you know. So nothing can break that bond. You'll learn to love each other. Learn to love each other. Try to love each other. Respect each other. Address issues. Keep it real, and just do your thing. And just realize that nothing can break the bond between black men and women. You always have that eternally, you know. So you had it at first, you'll have it in the end. You know, just realize that you can date interracially if you want. There's nothing wrong with it, but nothing can break that bond between you. So just realize that, have fun, and just try to see the big picture in the scheme of things, and know and think long term. You know, in the long run, things get better. You know, so and you get to express yourself a little better in the long term. So things get better later in life, later in your adventures, and you'll be able to express yourself in a deeper, more concrete, better way eventually. And you will be able to get your point across, and people will understand you better as time progresses. Time reveals all, time heals all wounds, and you'll better be able to relate with people, understand people more as time goes on. So give life some time, and just realize that you should learn. Life is to learn. You need to learn what you need to learn. Just realize nothing can break that bond between black men and women. Have issues. Know that in time you'll grow. You'll learn to understand what you need to understand, and know each other a little better, and grow with each other. So that's what this video is about. Nothing, black people. Nothing can break can break the bond between black men and women. You always have a bond. You always have a bond. Peace.